What's up, guys? This is Alexander King, and I'm so excited. There is a new Metallica song, guys. It's that feeling. It's that feeling all over again. I don't want to talk too much now, guys. We will do, I'm sure, a lot of that after the song and the analysis. Right now, I just want to listen to this song. It's a long video. It's 8 minutes and a half, even more than that. And I love a long song. So yeah, guys, if you don't know how I feel about Metallica, I'll tell you more about later. You can check some of the other reactions we did and videos, but now I just want to listen to that damn thing, guys. This is Metallica, and this is the title track from their upcoming record, 72 Seasons. Let's go. Again, a very moody opening to the music video, a little bit like with Darkness in the Sun. Oh wow, is that the bass? Oh, I think we're in for a fast one, guys. Listen to that bass. Nice. Back and forth, left and right between the guitars. Love it. Oh, nice. I'm getting like most into the flame vibes right now. So happy, guys. Nice, the chromatic. I always say that, guys, I'm a sucker for this chromatic riff. Oh, guys, I cannot stop smiling. You can just hear that chorus being sung by 80,000 people. Come on, Kurt. I'm so curious to see where they're going to take these guys, because we're not even halfway through. The bass again, like staring into black lights, choking on the stage fright. Honestly, guys, imagine this. Ah! Live is gonna be amazing. Oh! Come on, Kirk. Nice. I much prefer this over just the random pentatonic shredding, to be honest. Slowing it down, putting a melody behind it. So smooth. Ah! Back at it. Nice. Again, the chromatic, guys. It's so heavy. Guys, this song feels like everything that we heard so far put together. I will elaborate more in the analysis, but wow. Wow, guys, this did not feel like 8 minutes at all, to be honest. And I know, like, I already know that some of you will comment, this song didn't have to be 8 minutes long, it could be like 3 minutes long, whatever. I don't care. I'm so happy that it's 8 minutes. I mean, I guess that I don't know what's going to happen in the video, but I guess that without the intro and the outro, which I guess like they're not probably going to be in the actual recording. It was the case with If Darkness Had a Song, like there was a very mixed reception, I want to say. Like a lot of people in the comment section just kept on saying, nah, this is terrible, like what they're doing, blah blah blah. The one thing that I have to say, I always find it fascinating when people don't like something that much and they actually take the time and go to watch even reaction videos of people reacting to it just to say that they don't like it. If it was me, I would just keep it. It's like, I don't like it, okay, that's it. But at the same time, I also understand, feel like you have to share that. It's probably because you once were a huge fan, or you still are a huge fan of their earlier material from the early days. and you want to express that longing for that time, I guess, and that music. But honestly, guys, at the first listen, this is the best song that we heard so far. I'm so excited for the record because, again, as I said, this song had basically all the elements that we got from the three singles so far put together in one, and I loved it. I loved it. The chorus, this chorus live, it's going to be amazing. You got, I think he's singing "Breath of Man" or something like that. That being sung by like 60,000, 70,000, 80,000 people, whatever it is, and depending, of course, where they're playing, it's going to be amazing. And with that slowdown, like coming right after the heavier chromatic ascending and descending riff. I do want to say something again that I mentioned during the reaction, but I do want to elaborate on this. Kirk Hammett. Now, I think that the weak point of the single so far were his guitar solos. Not that they were not enjoyable, but they lack a little bit of creativity. It's like he's not trying to come up with a melody behind them or something like that. It feels like he's just improvising something, like improvising a pentatonic scale, blues scale on top of the riff or whatever happens. Which I'm fine with that. I actually love a very chaotic guitar solo. So for example, there are some songs in which this style works wonderfully, but I'm very happy to hear something a little bit different in this one. It's a little bit like Hail on Fire. There is that beautiful ending where Kirk is basically playing a lead melody on the guitar, it kind of reminded me of this. It's like you put the shredding aside and just the standard guitar solo, I guess, that you would expect, going quick and everything like that. You sacrifice that for a melody that's going to contribute more, I think, to the song. Especially if you're going to stick anyway, like he did, for example, here for the first half of the guitar solo. He was still playing in that box and in that range, very fast notes, but repeating the same lick over and over again. Again, nothing wrong with that. It's something that I actually love and I do myself as well when I play guitar, especially if it's over blues. Like, especially certain patterns, it's always nice to play over and over again because it makes them more memorable. So if there is a specific part of your solo that you want to get across, it's a very common practice to just repeat it over and over again, at least for 4 bars. Usually that's what happens. That's also what guitar players always say, it's the time to think if you're improvising. I personally don't find myself doing that as much when I play guitar, but I know that a lot of other friends do that, especially again if we're improvising and we're jamming over a blues backing track, for example, and go back and forth, and that's the time where you just stick to a certain lick that sounds good, and in your mind you're also thinking, where am I going next, like where am I going to bring this next. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that I'm happy that he tried something a little bit different, because for example, even in If Darkness Had Us On, it almost felt like given that he was sticking to that, the band behind him was trying to make things a little bit more interesting, and I think that's also kind of what happens here. So there is a little bit of a tempo change and a vibe change, and also the transposition of the riff to a different key. So it feels like the more interesting part during the solo is happening behind the solo, and it's not really what I would expect from a Metallica song, especially if you think of amazing guitar solos and performances. Like you can start from Fade to Black and go to The Unforgiven and end up even in Suicide and Redemption, which I think it's a hugely underrated track from That Magnetic, but it is one of Kirk Hammett's best solos in my opinion. I just love that. But yeah, it's nice to see that he tried something a little bit different. But guys, this song is amazing. I'm so happy. It's catchy. It's catchy in the chorus. It's still aggressive. I was expecting a faster song, like from the intro, the way that it started. I was maybe expecting something even more along the lines of Speed Out the Bones, like just starting very intense and going for it. It's not what we got here. I guess also to be able to play this live, and you have to think, of course, play this live in a set where they're also going to play a lot of old songs, so it's going to be quite taxing physically as well. And I do understand that you cannot expect all their 8 minutes long songs to be just like thrash marathons, because it's actually going to be pretty impossible, I think, to sustain. for all to doing something like that. So I'm actually happy. It's something that I always like about Metallica. They believe in their new material, which again, it's something that sometimes doesn't make fans happy, especially those old school fans that would like just to hear songs from Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, Master of Puppets, and Justice for All. But I think that it's cool when a band has been doing this for 40 years and they're still so excited to play the new songs live. Because again, if they were only to play the old songs, I think that they would just die as a band, because then you're just doing that for what? Like for the money, I guess, just showing up, taking the check and just playing the old songs. But if you don't have that spark anymore that pushes you to create something new and being actually excited to play that song and those songs for an audience and your fans, then I guess that you don't really have a point as a band anymore. There is a time and place for that, and there are bands that do that nowadays just to make their fans happy, while of course also looking after their wallets. And there is nothing wrong with that. Like, you earn that right through years and years of just creating great music that resonates with people. So again, they could be doing that, but it makes me so happy and it gives me a lot of faith as an artist, you know, as someone that is just starting in the music industry. As I always say, when I listen to Metallica, it's inspiring to see someone that's been doing this for 40 years and they're still going, they're still excited to put out their new music and perform that live. One point also, production wise, I have to say the same thing that I said in the reaction for the Darkness at a Song. They found this formula and they're sticking with it, and it sounds amazing. It sounds so clear and perfect, almost too perfect for some people, and I've heard that a lot. But I think that it's the perfect mix. Like, it doesn't sound fake, it still sounds very much played, like it's still alive and there is an energy behind it. So it doesn't sound just like something that's been produced on a computer, but it's so clear and polished and well produced. Which again, considering Metallica's history when it comes to music production, they took some very bold choices. We can all agree on that. And it's interesting also to see them now sticking with a formula that works, at least for the last few records. So yeah, guys, I'm so excited about the record, and now it's like 2 weeks away from now. Also, actually, I'll be sharing a release date with Metallica, which is something that I didn't plan, but I'm very excited about. At least I can say that. If you're curious in any way, shape or form to hear about my music, you can also pre-save that. And the first single, it's called Amsterdam, will be out again that week on the 13th of April, just when Metallica will do their premiere of the new record. As well, you can pre-save it on Spotify. You can catch some extracts already on Instagram, TikTok, and stuff like that. There is a lot of content coming your way, even if you're not into my own original music. So make sure to stick around for that. And guys, if you made it this far, thank you so much for spending your time with this guy that's clearly overexcited about the Metallica song. And I guess I'll catch you the next one. Thanks again. Bye.